Hey everyone! Today we're going to walk through the basics of how to use the Camtasia software to record virtual tech tutor tutorial videos. This first video is going to cover the basic guidelines for a virtual tech tutor video, including using the tracking sheet on the L drive, preparing and recording a script, using the Camtasia software to screen record, and recording a narration track. Let's get started. So the first step in this process is making sure you've made a note of your video on the Virtual Tech Tutors tracking sheet on the L drive. If you go to the L drive, it will be in the Virtual Programming folder, then Virtual Tech Tutors, and it is that VTT sign up and tracking sheet. If the video is a topic you have chosen, put your name under the Requested By and Presenter fields. If you are presenting the video on behalf of somebody else, put their name under Requested By instead. This will help us keep track of not only the topics already covered, but the person who originally requested or suggested the topic. That way, if there's an issue or question about intent or meaning, we know who to contact, and when the video is finished, we can be sure to alert them so they can help promote it to their customers. If the sheet is locked for editing, you can always email your information as well, and it will be added to the sheet as soon as possible. After you've signed up on the sheet in the L drive, go ahead and make a folder for your project in the Virtual Tech Tutors folder, using the topic of your video as the folder name. All right, now you've got all of that done, you're ready for preparing and writing the script. I highly suggest writing a script before you begin recording, as having a script will help you to stay on track, remember your talking points, and save editing time later. Additionally, having a script helps with the process of creating captions. You should find a script format that you feel most comfortable with. I'm including the script format I used for this video as an example, but you are by no means obligated to use it. I would personally suggest printing these out to reference while you're recording. That way you can follow along without accidentally showing your script on screen. Writing out the script beforehand also gives you a chance to rehearse, read back for anything that might be repetitive or confusing, and time yourself. Videos should be no longer than 15 minutes long. You can also note in your script any graphics or on-screen text you want to include in the video. As a reminder, these videos are meant to be rudimentary. Do not assume any previous knowledge of technology or digital literacy. Imagine you're explaining the topic to a time traveler from the 1930s. You'll need to explain every step from opening the web browser to typing in a URL, to what a URL is, to pressing the Enter or Backspace key. It may seem like you're breaking it down into too many steps and making the content overwhelming, but remember your time traveler. They don't know what a URL is or the difference between a right click and a left click. Keep in mind the audience for the video. Once you have your script down, it's time for recording the video. Okay, here's the real bread and butter of this project, the video itself. Before you press record, I'd go through your tutorial step by step, reading along with your script and make any adjustments you need to make. Once you're confident that everything is sounding correct, you can record for real. Make sure you are all set up in a quiet recording space and have your microphone plugged in, tested, and ready to go. You can see the best practices for using a lapel mic in the Virtual Tech Tutors Getting Started folder from our own music librarian, Scott Scholes. The first thing you need to do is open the Camtasia software. That's the green icon with the C on it. When you open Camtasia, you should get a screen that looks like this. Go ahead and click on New Project, and that should open up Camtasia. So you should get a screen that looks like this. Now, for the most part, you don't need to worry about most of these menus here along the side, just this big red record button in the corner. Clicking on that will minimize Camtasia and open up this little box here. Make sure you have the screen on under the recording area, and then make sure you have microphone on under recorded inputs. System audio is the sound that's playing on your computer, so any audio from videos, music, notifications, etc. If your tutorial doesn't need that, click on that icon to turn it off. This will prevent any unwanted noises from interrupting the recording. From here, you're ready to record. click on the red record button and the window will minimize again and you'll get a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Congratulations, you are live. Go ahead and complete your tutorial, reading from your script and going step by step. Make sure you're narrating everything you're doing on screen. If you mess up, you don't need to stop recording. Just pause, count to 3, and reset your screen if you need to, and then try again. Just a note, please pause after a mistake if you're going to try it again. When you don't pause, it makes editing out the error more difficult. Stop, take a breath, count to 3, start recording again. If you've messed up and you want to start over completely, you can press the F10 button on your keyboard and that will stop the current recording and take you back to the Camtasia main screen. Delete the messed up take by right-clicking and then selecting Delete. You can start over from the beginning of the recording process. Once you've finished recording, you're ready for... At this point, go watch back your recording. If you like how it looks and sounds, then congratulations, you're all done. In Camtasia, go to File, Save As, and then save your project in the folder you created on the L drive in the Virtual Tech Tutors folder. Next, go to Export, go to Custom Production, and hit New Custom Production. Make sure MP4 is selected, and then hit Next until you get to this output file screen. Under Production Name, name your file the subject of your tutorial, and then again, make sure in Folder here, you have that saved in the L drive in the Virtual Tech Tutors folder. Hit Save and then hit Finish. Your project will now begin rendering. Congratulations, you're all done. Update the date recorded section of the tracking spreadsheet and send an email to the editing team indicating that you're done recording. We'll look at your video, make final editing, and then send it off to get subtitles before being finally posted. Hey everyone, that is the end of the first tutorial video, how to make a tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and for your interest in this project. The Virtual Tech Tutors program is a brand new thing that has a lot of possibilities, and I'm really excited for all of the things we can make. If you have any questions about the project or about making a video, feel free to shoot me an email at any time and I'd be happy to discuss it with you. Until next time, see you later.